biggest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. Yeah, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's a
3-yard gain and enough for the first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Watson gets one into the hands of Cobb. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's pass.
Randall Cobb, 50 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Fairbairn lining up.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rams will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vernon Hargrave.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargrave.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. These are 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver and the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete.
16 yards, a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a game.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, the tight end fells. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And the Texans' first down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
7-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
David Johnson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's a big one now. That's a big one. That's it. 19. Number 53.
They'll run. It's the fullback DeMarco trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They toss it out right to Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Like a freight train there. Derek Notty with a sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
31-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way down, feel you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Williams loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Harrison Butker on.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Houston.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. With big money man Chris Jones getting in there to bring him to the ground.
2nd down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety.
Intended.
That brings up third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 11.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Watson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Williams on the carry.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Damian Williams.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
J.J. Watt on the
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A gain of 8 and a first down
at the 36-yard line.
Time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The tackle made
by Whitney Merciless. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On the ground, this is Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
David Johnson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And there's a good catch by David Johnson. Good enough for a first down. And remember, coming out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'll put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. These two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City. Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. on second down. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019 in Kansas City. Brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
3 yards the gain there, second down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bunker's kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 67 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Switch up, switch up.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more out there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Johnson again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. They'll buy some time right. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A 3-yard
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught inside the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
I credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd and goal from the 1. To Johnson again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
David Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Game 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
That keeps the score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.